Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, my name is Orla, and it looks like I have a plant sticking me in the eye because I'm dying to get near anything green because I am in lockdown. So if you don't know, I live in Madrid, and for the last couple of days we've not been allowed to leave the house except for going to the shop or the chemist. So I'm going to share with you some ways on how to keep sane and positive during this whole coronavirus situation, the C word that your mum doesn't mind you saying. Because it is stressful and it's okay to feel stressed and a bit annoyed about the situation. I'm going to share with you some ways I'm trying to stay positive and sane during this whole crazy crisis. So whether you're on lockdown or whether you are in self-isolation or what's it called? What's the other one? You know, when you don't really want to spend too much time with other people. Being an introvert. No, social distancing, that's the one. So we can't really control the situation. So the way I'm trying to see it is that it's a couple of weeks at the minimum that we can use to the best of our advantage, whether that is catching up on all of the TV you've wanted to watch for ages, or whether that's finally getting down to a project you want to start. And yeah, I hope some of these tips will be helpful for you, and let's begin. Okay, so it's important to keep your routine as much as possible, especially if you're somebody who likes structure to your day, or if you ever kind of fall into depressive states. I think it's kind of good to have things as normal as possible. So make your bed, get dressed, do your laundry, stare longingly out into the lovely blue sky that you can't go outside in, have your cup of tea or coffee, and make sure to eat a nice breakfast. I also like to spend a couple of minutes planning what I'm going to do for that day, just so I have it clear in my mind. Okay, so bear with me because for some people this might seem a bit like hoo-hoo, but I think it's so important to be grateful. Every day I do write at least 3, normally it ends up being about like 8 or 10 things I'm grateful for. I normally do it at night time at the end of the day, but I think it helps to keep perspective, especially in times like this where, you know, if you're safe, happy at home, if you're not ill, if you have food in your cupboards, you're a lot luckier than a lot of other people in the world. So I think it is important to keep your perspective and to think about things that you're grateful for. And that includes all the medical workers, and that's why every night we clap. Woo-woo! So use this time to really have some good quality time, whether that's with your partner or your family or your friends, whoever you live with, or yourself. Catch up with each other, talk about exciting plans that you're going to have in the future. Why not play a little board game? We only had Dobble on hand, so watch me try and deal these Dobble cards one-handedly, very awkwardly. But yeah, it's a nice time to just reflect together and just to spend quality time, really. Also, if you play a musical instrument like Lee does, you can practice that, or if you are a bookworm like me, use it as the chance to catch up on all of those things you've had on your to-read list for a long time. I'm getting stuck into this latest one. It's by John Grisham. It's called The Racketeer, and I love anything that's kind of police related, crime, detectives, that kind of thing. So yeah, just use this chance to read and relax and to save your eyes on the blue light. Or you could do a little bit of gaming if you have a PlayStation. And yes, those are my knickers in the background on the right. Even in a pandemic, you gotta have clean kecks. It kind of goes without saying that times like this are a great time to catch up on the films and shows you've had on your list for a while. So we have obviously the My List on Netflix, or in my bullet journal I actually have a section where I put down what I want to watch. When I've seen it, I like to give it my own little review. Because I'm sad. But yeah, you don't have to do this, obviously. We've been watching the new season of The Trip, The Mick, which are both great shows, things like Line of Duty, lots of horror films and things like that, because that's our bag, that's what we love. But if you're in the mood for just a bit of comfort TV, feel free to obviously put on Step Brothers or Friends or The American Office or anything that cheers you up. And makes you feel like you've got, I don't know, a bit of escapism for a while. And yeah, cozy up, get comfortable, and, you know, prepare the snacks and get ready for a big long binge session. And of course, if you have pizza and a gin and tonic, it helps with the process. Another fun idea I had was to do like the A to Z of quarantine. So our challenge is to watch a film or a series beginning with each letter of the alphabet, because why not? So for me, I kind of need the balance between productivity and relaxing, otherwise I go a little bit stir crazy. So it's a great chance to do something you've been putting off, whether that's tidying up, having a bit of a clean or a reorganise, putting all your shoes away. Yes, I do have a coat obsession. And yeah, just tidying up spaces that maybe normally get a bit neglected, like our spare bedroom, and giving everything a clean. Or if you're like me and you kind of tend to forget to wash your makeup brushes as often as you probably should, now's a good chance to give them a little bit of a clean, give them some soap, give them some hot water, you know, make them feel cherished. And yeah, you'll probably feel a lot better for ticking off such a tiny thing off your to-do list, and it'll make you feel great. Ah, fresh. Or if you have anything that's missing a couple of buttons or that could do with a sew, now's a great time to do it, but make sure you remember where your needle and thread is, unlike me. Okay, so as much as you might love your other half or your family or your flatmate, it's normal and healthy to have space and time apart. So welcome Cafe Tranquilo, which is our spare bedroom that I've turned into my own coffee shop. We both work from coffee shops often, a couple of times a week. So this space, which is our second bedroom, obviously, is now a place where either one of us can go and work, or for me edit a video, or for Lee do his digital design. And it's just a space we can kind of feel separate, just to get that bit of me time. For me, it's really important, and for any other fellow introverts out there. The cookies are great, they're vegan, they're fresh, got a little bit of plantage, bit of foliage going on, and yeah, it's just nice to have this separate bit of space. Okay, so it's a great time to get creative or to hone any skill that maybe you have that you want to work on. And for me, I love bullet journaling, so it's a nice time for me to set aside some time to colour in old layouts or to plan things I want to do this month, and just relax really and not be looking at a screen. Or if your other hobby is video editing like me, video inception, then it's a good chance to do that too. So I learn Spanish, seeing as I live in Madrid in Spain. So maybe if you're looking to learn a language, now's a good time to get started. Or maybe, you know, rustle up that GCSE French and get practicing. I use a variety of resources, websites, things online, an ebook I have, people on Instagram I follow, but there's also other things like Duolingo or other apps. Oh, did I say Duo then? I meant Duo. So when my pedometer the other day said I'd done 25 steps, I thought to myself, I need to do a bit of at-home workouts. So here I'm doing a Zumba video, look at me go, shaking that tush. But whatever floats your boat really, there's so many workouts on YouTube, or you could do a bit of yoga. Again, my knickers are making an appearance in the background, but you know, small flat problems. And just stretch out, it does feel good, get those endorphins racing all over your body, get moving. And as that's the physical part, I do like to take care of the mental part too, and I do like to meditate. I use Headspace, I just use their free trial, and yeah, if you do 10 or 15 minutes a day, honestly it makes such a difference. Here's me closing my eyes pretending I'm meditating and then stretching. Or you could just have a dance party. If you know, turn up the beats, get wild, get moving, pull all your old 90s shapes out of the bag. And the best kind of dance parties are when you go from being fully clothed, no, not to naked, but into your pyjamas. Let the party carry on way into the night. These punches are not real. These air thrusts are compromising, I must admit, and getting a bit of Cotton Eye Joe in there. What a party, who needs a club? So if there was ever a time to sort out your slightly messy wardrobe, now is probably it. So yeah, look through what you have, decide if there's anything you want to donate or sell, or even just rotate your winter wardrobe out to your spring things. But if you're anything like me, you're probably going to get a little bit bored of sorting things out and end up just trying all your wardrobe on. But it's a great idea to look through what you have, see if there's any cute spring outfit ideas that you might want to try when you're finally able to leave the house again, or just wear them around the house for fun. Food, my favourite word in the English language. Normally we're pretty busy, so we do cook everything from scratch every day, but we tend to make quicker, easier things. So I've been loving experimenting with new recipes. Here I'm recreating this like cold satay noodle dish that I have all the time in one of my favourite restaurants. And of course you need some entertainment, so use this time to put on a couple of podcasts. I love Under the Skin, Happy Place. What else have we got there? Shagged, Married, Annoyed is another great one I'm loving. And yeah, just use it as a chance to zone out and listen. I also made arepas for the first time, which were really delicious. Excuse my camera shadow, overhead lighting, what you're going to do. And if you're anything like me, you'll probably have a major sweet tooth. So I am making some peanut butter and dark chocolate cookies, which went down a treat. And we've got some left in the freezer, which I kind of want to eat right now actually. But yeah, look at them all in their gooey delicious glory. So normally on Saturdays we go out for brunch, so I decided this weekend would be no exception. So we got dressed up, put on a bit of jewellery, put in my earrings, felt nice and snazzy, and we decided to eat our brunch in our little cafe just because it's more fun and you know, why not? So we laid the table. It was a rainy day, so we made it cosy with fairy lights, had our little candles, and we had a lovely brunch. So we had spicy red pepper potato hash with avocado, cinnamon rolls with salted caramel, Bloody Marys, some nice coffee, and it was lovely. It was nice to keep that routine, but in a different way. We had time to cook something that we normally wouldn't do, have a little bit of fresh fruit because #balance, and yes, cheers to the weekend. So obviously not being able to see your friends and family really sucks, but if you arrange lots of Skype dates, make yourself a nice hot drink and have a cookie in the same way you would in a coffee shop or around somebody's house, and catch up with them and make sure to check in, make sure everything's good. Or if you're like me and my best friend Gemma, send each other 101 voice notes and memes. So if there was ever a time to pamper yourself, now is probably it. We can't always be productive, and nor should we be. So paint your nails, take a bit of time out for you, or if you want to be extra, make your bedroom into its own getaway spa, where for a select few hours per day or per week, it turns into a lovely place where you can ask your significant other to rub your back for you and exchange the favour, because you know, equality. And yeah, take this chance to relax, light a few candles or turn them on if they're LED, and put on a nice face mask. This one's bright blue, it's really refreshing, it's from Lush, makes you look like a smurf. And then when you feel all zen and relaxed, retire to the sofa. You know, where you've been spending most of your days anyway, but it's okay because we have a face mask on now, feels different. And yeah, cozy up with your podcast or a book, or like tonight there was a thunderstorm, which I find really relaxing, and yeah, just relax and avoid falling down a TikTok rabbit hole. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I really hope some of these tips have helped you out, and yeah, let's hope this thing goes as soon as possible, but let's make the most of it, because at the end of the day it's better to be bored at home than sick in a hospital bed, or worse still, dead. Not trying to make light of it, but that's the situation. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've got any other tips that you could share with us all in the comments caption box down below, and I hope to see you again around these parts soon. Thank you for watching. I've been me, you've been you. Toodle-doo. Bye bye.